Today we are attacking the pesky and destructive Acro Eating Flatworm using Casey's Flatworm Stop and Coral Booster combo, along with 3 tried and true tips that have always worked for me to successfully combat these nasty little pests. So before you rip out all your prized acro colonies and tear apart your entire tank, try this. Let's get into what Casey's Flatworm Stop and Casey's Coral Booster are and what they actually do to fight against Acro Eating Flatworms. Flatworm Stop is not a medication. It is a 100% reef-safe additive designed to combat your flatworm problem in a twofold process. First, Flatworm Stop works to strengthen your struggling acros, allowing for rapid regeneration of damaged areas as well as increased basal incrustation. The essential elements in Flatworm Stop encourage strong and healthy tissue growth so that your prized SPS can recover quickly and restore coloration. Second, Flatworm Stop works to weaken and starve out the acro-eating flatworm by making your once tasty acro unpalatable to them, meaning your corals no longer being viewed as a desirable food source, and with no food, these pests have no chance. Coral Booster works in conjunction with Flatworm Stop by incorporating a blend of trace elements in a form that allows for your infected coral to maximize consumption with minimal effort. With the addition of these elements, most deficiencies are balanced out and your corals become better equipped to fight off these pests. Almost immediately after adding Casey's Coral Booster, you should notice an increased polyp extension and over a short period of time, improved coloration of your corals, especially those highly sought after blue and pink SPS pieces, which are actually the 2 colors Casey specifically designed this product for. When used together, this killer team combo is my go-to in the attack against these nasty little worms. Let's talk about how to dose this combo. The moment you suspect that you have acro-eating flatworms, start using the Flatworm Stop and Coral Booster combo. At the dose of 1 milliliter per 25 gallons daily, you can continue using Flatworm Stop and Coral Booster as a prophylactic to prevent potential future infestations or for the continued benefits it has on your corals, like healthier tissue, increased polyp extension, brighter vibrant coloration, and overall growth, which is why we use it on our other reef tanks here at BRS. Our daily dose when worms are not present is slightly different. We dose 1 milliliter per 25 gallons daily for the Casey's Flatworm Stop and 1 milliliter per 25 gallons every other day for the Casey's Coral Booster. When combined with these next 3 tips that I've used, you'll have a much higher chance of successfully destroying these nasty pests and ultimately saving your corals. Tip number 1, use a small pump or Powerhead to blow off the flatworms from your SPS corals. We use Neptune's P-Mup because the small nozzle on the pump works great at targeting the flow and forcing the flatworms off your coral without damaging any tissue. Simply aim the pump at the base of your acro and work your way across it. You may see larger adults fly off the colony. My fish actually follow me when I do this, waiting for their tasty flatworm treats. But even if you can't see anything coming off the acro, it doesn't mean flatworms aren't present. Hatchlings are almost impossible to spot because they're so tiny, so make sure you blow off your acros a couple times per week regardless. Tip number 2, whenever you spot egg clusters, manually remove them by carefully brushing them off with a small brush. I use a medium bristle toothbrush. The bristles are coarse enough to remove the eggs, but gentle enough to avoid damaging healthy tissue around the eggs. Because flatworms don't lay eggs on healthy coral tissue, avoiding further damage is important. So be patient and be careful. Tip number 3, you can simply put Flatworm Stop and Coral Booster on a doser. On the 160 here at BRS, we just drilled holes in the tops of the KZ bottle caps, set the doser to the recommended dose, and done. A quick important note, some of the components in the Coral Booster can settle on the bottom of the bottle over time, so I just give it a quick shake every once in a while. So, don't let those pesky acro-eating flatworms destroy your prized acro colonies or your confidence. Check out this combo as well as the entire KZ product line over here, and let's begin the attack.